Creating and formatting charts. Charts can be a big part of any presentation. Like I showed you with tables in a previous lecture, you can either use one you already have from Excel, or you can create one manually on the fly right here in PowerPoint. So let's do both so that you can see how they work and you can make a decision. I'll go ahead and create a new slide. And I'll select the chart and content, title and content. And I'll give my slide a title, maybe the best hospital furniture sales. And then I'll choose to insert a chart, which is right here. And then as you see, we have a list of charts that we can choose from: the column, line, pie, bar, aerial, and so on. So there's a number of charts, and notice that each chart has its own sub type of chart that can be inserted. I'll use the most common that I think, which is a column chart or a clustered chart. And I'll go ahead and click OK. Now, once I click OK, this opens up an Excel spreadsheet as to where I can change the values of my data here. And I won't do that for sake of time. And so I'll go ahead and close this out. And then, as you see, I have a number of chart options. So I can click on the plus sign, and I can choose whatever chart elements I want to add, such as the axis, or add titles, chart title. And there's other options out here, data labels. I kind of like that. I'm going to click that on, and so on. And so in here, I'm going to give my title, my chart, a title, and I'm going to say sales by category. And then, if you notice, I also have a paintbrush tool. So if I select the paintbrush, then I get a number of different styles that I can choose from. That's kind of a fuzzy style. I kind of like this style here. So just different styles, and I'll go ahead and select that. And as you see, once I select that, I can go down here to what we call the funnel. And then here you can change the layout and the values that you have here, such as your sections, series, and so forth, and what categories you want to select. So I can also select, what data I want can appear on the chart. I can edit the data if I want, and so on. If I need to change it. And I can also change my chart type completely if there's something that might be a better fit. So that's how you create a chart right here in PowerPoint. So now let's go ahead and paste one from Excel. And basically what I'm going to do for this, then I'm going to make it a title only slide. So I'm going to go new slide, title only. And I'll just call it the same thing, the best hospital furniture sales. And I'm going to go back over to my Excel spreadsheet where I have a chart and title already selected for the best hospital. And I'm going to click on the chart. And on it, I'm going to do a Control-C. And then I'm going to pop back over here to my presentation. And I'm going to click, right-click. And I have a number of options here. I can choose the Use Destination Theme and Embedded Workbook. And that means that it's going to use all the colors and fonts that it's using in the current PowerPoint theme, embedding the workbook. Means that it's going to embed the Excel workbook right into my PowerPoint presentation. Now, depending on the size of the Excel file, it could vastly inflate the size of my PowerPoint presentation. It could also pose a security risk. For example, if I'm sharing this out with other people, they will also have access to the contents of that Excel file. I can choose to keep source formatting and embed the workbook, which gives me the same embedding risk, but keeping the source formatting will keep it the way it looks, just as the colors and fonts as it did in Excel. I can choose to use the destination theme with a link. And this means that it's going to keep the PowerPoint color scheme. However, it's going to be linked to the Excel file, meaning that the contents of the Excel file, if they ever change, this chart will also be changed and updated accordingly. I have the same option here, except with the source formatting, the colors are the same, and it is also linked. Finally, I can choose to insert it as a picture. This poses the least security risk. It will also make the file size just a little bit smaller. However, on the downside, I can't edit any of the data because it's going to be a picture. For now, though, I'll choose this option. And because it's a picture, I can grow it or shrink it. I can also move it around from side to side. And I can choose any of the picture styles that we could with any other photo or image that we inserted into our slides. So now that you know how both sides of charts work, you can make your own decision based on the type of information that you're inserting into PowerPoint.